Hello guys, welcome to today's class. So today we'll be deriving the sum rule and applying the sum rule. So let f of x, let f, u, v be functions of x such that f of x is equal to u of x plus v of x. So deriving the sum rule, we can say that f of x plus change in x will be equal to u of x plus change in x plus v of x plus what? Change in x. So now if you subtract f of x from both sides of the equation, at the left hand side, we'll have f of x plus change in x minus f of x. So this will be equal to u of x plus change in x plus v of x plus change in x minus u of x minus v of x. Side of the equation, we have u of x plus change in x minus u of x plus v of x plus change in x minus v of x. So now, remember at the right hand side, at the left hand side, we have f of x plus change in x minus f of x. So now we can divide both sides by what? Change in x. So dividing both sides by change in x, at the left hand side, we have f of x plus change in x minus f of x divided by what? Change in what? X. So at the right hand side, we have u of x plus change in x minus u of x divided by what? Change in x plus v of x plus change in x minus v of x divided by what? Change in what? X. So at the left hand side, we have that the limit when change in x approaches 0, f of x plus change in x minus f of x divided by what? Change in x is equal to the limit when change in x approaches 0, u of x plus change in x minus u of x divided by change in x plus the limit when change in x approaches 0, v of x plus change in x minus v of x divided by change in x. So now, since the limit and everything here is the same, this means that the derivative of of x, f prime of x is equal to u prime of x plus v prime of x. So the derivative of x is equal to the derivative of the sum of derivative of x, u of x and v of x. Derivative of f of x is equal to the sum of derivative of u of x and v of x. So in other words, if y is equal to u plus v, where u and v are functions of x, then we can say that dy dx is equal to du dx plus dv dx. Hence, the derivative of a sum is the sum of the derivative. So if y is equals to u plus x, then dy dx is equal to d. So we can say that dy dx will be equal to 3 times 2 gives you 6. 3 times 2 gives you 6. So we have 6, 3 minus 1, which is 6x minus 6x raised by what? 2. So for the second term, minus 5x squared, we have minus 2 times 5 gives you 10. So we have minus 10. 2 minus 1 is what? 1. Minus 10x raised by what? 1. So there's no need putting the 1 there. So remember, when you differentiate a constant, whenever I differentiate something that is not x, it gives you what? 0. So differentiating 2 gives you what? 0. So we have just 6x minus 10x as dy dx of 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus 5 is equal to 6x squared minus 10x. So let's attempt the second question. It says that if y is equal to 3x squared plus 1 over x, find dy dx. We can say that dy dx, remember that we are finding the derivative of x, derivative of this function y equals to x squared plus 1 over x. So it can also be written as, this can also be written as y is equal to 3x squared 1 over x, according to the law of indices, is equal to x raised by what? Minus 1. So this can also be written as x raised by minus 1. So we can say that dy dx is equal to dy dx is equal to 2 times 3 gives you what? 6. So 2 minus 1 gives you what? X raised by 1. So there's no need putting the 1 there. So if it, for this now to differentiate x raised by minus 1, remember, minus 1 times, there's invisible 1 here. Okay, let me use this spot to explain it. So we have x raised by 1 minus 1, and there is visible 1 here. So you can say minus 1 times the 1 that is here, the number here. Minus 1 times 1 is what? Minus 1. So we have minus 1 times x. So minus 1 minus 1. The power of x, you still have to subtract minus 1 from it. So we have minus 1 minus, which is what? Minus 2. So we have that minus, this will be what? Minus x raised by what? Minus 2. So what we have is what? Minus x raised by what? Minus 2. So this can also be written that dy dx is equal to 6x minus, according to the law of indices, this is written as 1 over x what? Square. 1 over x square. So now let's attempt another question that says that let y be equals to x cubed plus 2x squared plus 1 over x. So find dy dx. First of all, before we find dy dx, remember that this y can also be written as, x, since there is a base under which is x cubed divided by x plus 2x squared divided by x plus 1 over what? X. So now x can cancel 1x here, so we have only x squared remaining. X can cancel x here, so we have what? 2x remaining. So yeah, there's no x at the numerator. So we can say that y is equal to what? X squared plus 2x plus 1. Remember that 1 over x can be written as x raised by what? Minus 1. So can write this as what? X by what? Minus 1. So to find dy dx can be differentiate 2x squared, you have what? 2x. Differentiate 2x, you have what? Just plus what? 2. Because if you differentiate x, you get what? You get 1. So the 1 times 2 gives you what? 2, just 2. So plus differentiate x raised by minus 1, This is just what we did here. Differentiate x raised by what? Minus 1. We have what? We have 1 over what? X squared plus 1 over what? X squared. Sorry, minus 1 over x squared. Minus 1 over x squared. Just the same thing we did here. If you differentiate x raised by minus 1, you have what? Minus 1 over x squared. So you can say that dy dx is equal to 2x plus 2 minus 1 over x squared. So this is the derivative of y equals to x squared, x cubed plus 2x squared plus 1 divided by what? X. So let's attempt another question. The question said that the first thing you need to do is to rewrite this in a way that you can find the derivative quickly. So we can say that y is equal to root x denoting as what? According to the law of indices, x raised by what? 1 over 2 plus 1 over root x according to the law of indices is the same thing as x raised by what? Minus 1 over 2. So minus 3. So we can say that the y dx is equal to, if we differentiate x raised by 1 over 2, if you differentiate x raised by 1 over 2, you have that will be equal to x. 1 over 2 times x gives you what? 1 over 2 times x raised by what? 1 over 2 minus 1. So we have 1 over 2 x. 1 over 2 divided by minus 1 will give you what? Minus 1 over 2. So this is the derivative of x raised by 1 over 2. So you can substitute here and write that 1 over 2x raised by what? Minus 1 over 2. Now, plus, okay, we have plus here. So now, if we differentiate x raised by minus 1 over 2, we have that x raised by minus 1 over 2, differentiate, the derivative will be minus 1 over 2 times x raised by minus 1 over 2 minus 1. So this will be equal to minus 1 over 2 x minus 1 over 2 minus 1 will give you minus 3 over 2. Minus 3 over 2. So we can substitute here by writing that minus 1 over 2 x raised by 1 minus 3 over 2. So if you differentiate minus 3, you get what? 0, since it's a constant. So now, there's a minus here. We can rewrite it that dy dx will be equal to 1 over 2 x raised by what? Minus 1 over 2 plus, since there's a minus here, so this will be minus. We have minus 1 over 2 x raised by what? Minus 3 over 2. Let's write it in such a way that dy dx will be equal to, so now, x raised by minus 1 over 2 is still the same thing as 1 over root x. So we can say that, so I'm about to simplify this. So we can say that 1 over 2 times 1 over root x will give you 1 over 2 root x. So we can say, simplifying this to write in a way that will not look bad. So I can say that 1 over 2 root x minus, remember that x raised by minus 3 over 2 can also be written as x, the square root of x raised by what? 3. This can also be written as, this is equal to x raised by 3 minus 3 over 2. It's seen as the square root of x raised by what? 3. So remember that we have what? Minus 1 over 2 times x raised to the power, sorry, we have over 1 here, 1 over, because of the minus sign, 1 over x raised to the power x, 1 over root x raised to the power 3. So we have 1 over x raised to the power, so we have 1 over x root x over what? 3. So now minus 1 can times minus 1, you have what? Minus 1 over 2 root x raised to the power 3. Minus 1 over 2 root x raised to the power 3. So this can be written as minus 1 over 2 root x raised to the power what? 3. So these are the derivative of y equals to the square root of x plus 1 over square root of x minus 3. So on our next class, I'm going to show you how to apply the sum rule directly. And I'm going to also talk about function of a function, how to derive the formula for calculating function, to the formula for function of a function. Please like, share, subscribe. See you on our next class.